Hi, I'm Dominic Munro and I'm a PR specialist. My major project was sort of my dissertation, which was a case study of British media's response to the Dar al-Shifa hospital bombing. I've always been to the news, things like that. So when this was all going on in sort of November of last year, that's when it was a lot of polarizing media. I'd read a lot of responses to the bombing and association of blame and things like that, and that was something I found that I could apply a lot of analytical models that I had worked on. That was the focus of it. It was a comparison of an article from the BBC, The Guardian and the Daily Mail, how they presented information, how they talk to their readership, how they sort of present their political views and alliances behind their media. So that was what I was really focused on. In order to bring a piece of work like this together, you have to have the research. And my goal as well wasn't to present my personal opinion. It doesn't matter in terms of the work at all. So first off, I looked at media and news articles that had surrounded the topic. It was incredibly polarizing. The attack of a hospital is something that, as a member of society, I think everyone reacts to with a passionate response. And most of it is against, but there was some very passionate for people, and reading papers, lots of analytical papers of previous conflicts between the two countries, previous conflicts around the world, how media is used to push agendas. I didn't want it to sound too critical of how media presents information. It was just observing that they do present it in a certain way for a certain viewership. And I think that's what I really liked about the piece of work. It was a critical analysis of media in the UK and how they present stories. In terms of agency work on my course, we did a live exercise in my second year, which was sort of crisis response work. So you were given a big company and they were in a crisis, and we had a certain amount of time to figure out what our strategy would be. And then in my final project, it is a selection of live briefs, and you have to respond to one, as you would in the workplace. My favorite thing about LCC and the course, it's a very good environment. It's a very good environment for learning. It's a very good environment for trying things out, which I think is the key of university, is to experiment with how you want to proceed, how you want to get better. I would say throw yourself in and ask questions. Eventually, you'll be fine,